Yep. We're gonna get started here. With the COVID-19 update number two. Day number two here in Alibanium, and today I'm not really happy about today. Big numbers here, and some small numbers that we are really mad about. Um, but yeah. Um, yeah. Just give us a few seconds here. All right. Hello from COVID-19 Alibanium update. Here we are. Today was a pretty bad day for a lot of people. We just want to say here, please stay safe and please listen to the rules because this is getting really bad in our country, and this is the worst case scenario for this time of the year. Um, so yeah, I'll run through everything in just a second. As we did yesterday, we have the AFA minister here, and he will be talking to us about what we expect in the next few weeks of the AFA. After every state, we will get a bit of a COVID information. Alright, let's get straight into it. Alibanium City has 17 new cases. Yes, 17 new cases. This is huge for them, and us, because I live here, and yeah. But anyway, it's massive. We don't want this. And if you didn't tune in yesterday, they did enter a lockdown for 5 days. So yeah, this is not good for them. Yeah, this is huge. But yeah, this is huge. Alibanium City is in a crisis. I think it's fair to admit. It's just disappointing with how the way they came out. We wanted to do everything and keep them, we wanted to keep them as safe as possible, and we're not keeping them as safe as possible right now. So yeah, this isn't good. But yeah, we did send the bears and bikers off to Solibay. The AFA minister will talk about. But this is disappointing for Alibanium City because we really want to keep top of this, and yeah, we just don't want to see this, keep happening. Getting a lot of cases for them. Because we consider Alibanium City as one of our safest states, and it's not the safest state at the moment, as we can tell here. But yeah, we do know that this is huge, and yeah, they're in a bit of a crisis, and this is not good and pretty disappointing news in this regard. But yeah, we're working together to try and find out where these hotspots are. One hotspot is at Arden Street. So Arden Street, around there, the mall has got 4 cases there. So if you were there, please get tested. Because that can help us. Because you could well and truly, I'll name the shops in just a second. But yeah. Um, they have gone. So one of the shops were Target. Target. So if you went to the Target, definitely get tested. But if you went there at all, please get tested. So Target was one of them. Targets. I'm just trying to find you. Oh yeah. So we have Target here. Okay, we have Costco, and I think that's it. So yeah, those two are the main spots. 3 cases Target, 1 case Costco. So please be careful. If you were there, immediately get tested. So here's the main spots that have closed. We know it's the lockdown, so most places are closed. But closed to the public are Alibanium Zoo, Alibanium Marina. All of those spots have been closed for the massive crisis for Alibanium City. Okay, so they, we need to break this down here because this is huge and we can't let this happen here. If this gets worse in this area, we can get that. So, Alibanium Marina shut, Alibanium Zoo shut, all because of this COVID crisis in Alibanium City. So, Arden Street Mall, if you are there, please get tested. That will be a great thing. But yeah, we just want to find a way. But yeah, we'll get to the AFA minister here. Hello. Yes. So we have got huge news here. So whoever's here, please just stay tuned. For the AFA, we have made the best decision for us and the people to pause the season at the end of this round. We're not sure how long the season will be paused, but it will be paused for quite some time because everything is massively going wrong here, and this is not what we want. So, yeah, if you're here, AFA will be pausing the season at the end of the round, and we're not sure how long. Could be a week, it could be a month. But yeah, this is the best decision. But we know we will work with this, and we might make a hub. So we could close it just for a week, so we can get all the teams over. So we might just have 1 week break, but that's what we're going with. It could just be a week break, but we're not 100% sure. So yeah, we have made that decision at the AFA to do this, and it's the best decision for us and everyone. But yeah, thank you. Alright, next up we have Cage. Cage has got 2 new cases, which is big. Two new cases there. We've got big news here for Cage as well, and I think this definitely has a piece of the puzzle for the AFA. Yep, so Cage will be entering a 3-day lockdown. And now this makes 3 states in the lockdown period. yeah, this is not good for our country, and this is really getting bad for us. And we just need to stay strong and stay good. So that means Tuscan, Sunny Bay, and Mucha will all be free, and the AFA minister might say something about those three, that we could essentially move all the teams there and get the season done with. Even have a final somewhere in those three states, and yeah, that's huge, for all of us, because yeah, we just need to stay strong as a country because we are all being extra alert, because we don't want to be like this. We don't want to be known in the country that is all in lockdown, and we might make the decision sooner than later to make everyone. Cage has shut the borders to everyone, so they can get through this 3-day lockdown and finish it all up. Yeah, so this is huge, and we just don't want this to happen. So there's a few exposure sites that we can name in a minute. We've got a few. One here. This is our main one. This is where 2 cases came from, both of them. They were 71 and 68. So yeah, they were that old, and they got it at Sapphire Street. So Sapphire Street, if you were there, please get tested, because there were 2 new cases in Cage there. So everywhere else, you should be fine. Just stay safe in the 3 days. Yeah, we don't know what's gonna happen here with our country, but yeah, 3 of them. So Alibanium City, Cage, and Burville all still in that. Still in the lockdown period, but we're not sure how long for. But yeah, we'll get to the AFA minister now. Yeah, yesterday we were really happy with Cage. We were saying it's good signs for the grand final, because everything there is good. But then something just changed. I'm not sure what it was. But yeah, something just changed, and they got 2 new cases, which really puts AFA in trouble. And as I said, we will pause the season at the end of the round. It's the best thing to do. And we're not sure how long it will be. We're expecting a month. Not a month, a week, so we can fly all the teams to another state. But then we don't want them to all blow up and say, "Oh, we got cases here." But we will talk about Sunny Bay later on. Because they had a bit of an iffy today. They did not get any new cases, but we'll let PK, the president, talk about that one just a bit later. So, yeah, the AFA is in trouble. But I'm sure we'll always find a way, because we do always find a way. Because that's what the Alibanium spirit is like. In Cage, the main things that have shut in this 3-day lockdown is Cage Zoo. So yeah, most of the zoos are shut, as you can hear us saying. In Cage Coliseum to the public, those ones are, and Cage Memorial Museum. So those 3 locations are all shut to the public for this lockdown. Those are the main. So yeah, I'll pretty much let PK talk about all this, but I am the AFA minister, so I should be talking about the AFA more than these things. Yeah, so please just get tested, because if you guys want to see the AFA continue, this is the best way to do so. So yeah, 9,765 tests, which is good. Keep up the good work, and yeah, back to PK the president. Thank you. Yep. Let's go to Burville. Another depressing day for Burville. 65 new cases. It's depressing because they're in lockdown, but it's getting worse. And same with Alibanium City, with the 17 new cases, and we hope that does not happen for Cage. Alibanium City can definitely work with it now, but Burville just keeps getting worse. We have got a few things. 65 cases is quite a bit for this state. We don't normally see it, but they did get a lot of tests. They got a lot of tests today, which is good, and only of the 1,367 678, only 65 of them was positive. So in a way, that's kind of positive that everyone's getting tested, but at the same time, it's really negative that we're getting these results coming back to us. But yeah, they did extend their lockdown by 7 days, which is massive for everyone, because 7 days can be so crucial. And we just hope it stays under 30 tomorrow. We want it to be good because we don't want this country to look, like we don't know what we're doing, if that makes sense. So yeah, it's gonna be huge in that regard. Doesn't have much to do with the AFA really, but the AFA minister will talk about this after. It's really just got much to do. Main spots that is closed. Boom Arena. What else do we have? Burville, the Burville Art Gallery, and the Burville Museum as well. So those are the three mains that are shut for this area. But a lot of other things that show up. Pretty much, I think everything else is non-essential. Yeah. So 1,378 tests and only 65 cases, but it's still terrible to see that this is happening. But yeah, we don't want this to get worse, and it's just getting worse every minute. It used to be every day, then it got to hours, then it got to minutes, and now it's pretty much still at minutes, but nearly at seconds. But yeah, yeah, not much to say about here. We pretty much said it in the last 3 days about what's going on in these hotspot areas. Yeah, we pretty much said, and we don't want this to continue to be this way, but unfortunately it is, and yeah. But yeah, that's the worst thing that could happen in here. Any questions? Do you think they'll extend the lockdown? Yeah, they could. Very likely at the moment, because they you know, they're just not really doing what they need to do right? Um, but yeah, if they just stay safe, it could just stick to another 7 days. But yeah, this could definitely be wrong, and we could all be wrong talking about this here. But yeah. Do you think the Boville will have much to do with the AFA? Not AFA, no. We will get the AFA minister over here, Mr. Marshall, to talk about that. And yeah, he will talk about that, and he will explain if Boville will have a bit of a play in it. So that means probably the Drive Park Devils will not get any home games for the rest of the year unless they make finals. So yeah, that's probably going to be what's going to impact them the most. But yeah, but they so in Alibanium City, they got 17 cases, and 10 of them was linked to the Burville cluster. So it's not really their fault, Alibanium City. So yeah. Anything you want to say about Cage? Yeah, I guess it's not what we wanted, because yesterday we were saying good signs for grand final, good signs for Cage. But yeah, they left off and didn't do much, and now that's what's happening. Yeah, we're going to be very cautious of Alibanium City, and they have closed their borders to Burville, with 17 cases there. 2 cases Cage, and then CS65 for Burville. Bears and Black is sent to Sunny Bay. Will they stay there, or will they come back? Oh, they will stay there. But the AFA minister will talk about that, so yeah, just ask him that one. Yep, alright, thank you. Alright, we're going to Mr. Marshall. Thank you. Yep, thank you. Yeah, well, your question was, yep. Yes, they will stay there. So if they do come back, they will have to stay there for 14 days. So that means they will miss some games if we only pause it for a week, which is most ideal scenario for us at the moment, and that's what we think will happen, but we're not definite, so we're not going to make any promises. So if they do come back, will that be for family reasons? Most likely, yes. But I'm not 100% sure. But yeah. It depends if Sunny Bay gets a few more cases, if they get a case, we will send them to Moocher, and then if Moocher gets a few cases, I guess we'll just have to play it there, and maybe with no crowds or limited crowds. And if not, we could always use Tuscan. Well, they've got, what is it, 3 grounds? So yeah, they're definitely on the cards, and they haven't got a case for about 2 months, and we've been saying that about Cage, and they just, blob up, and yeah, so Bearville, we've already named a few places that are shut, and yep, definitely Boom Arena, which will cause home games to be banned. They could play it here, with no fans, but they said no, and it's too risky and deadly to do so. Yeah, do you think it's too deadly for any state to do it now? I think so, and that's why we've paused the season. And I think that's just the right thing to do. And I know everyone's going to be annoyed, and I'm annoyed myself. Because how hard is it just to stay safe and stay home? They've told you to go into lockdown, and you're not doing it. Which I'm not really happy about in that regard. But at least we get to finish this round. And at the end of this round, we'll have about 8 games to go. So if we pause it for a week, it'll go 1 week longer, which I'm sure the footy fans will be mad and excited for. But yeah, what is it? I guess it's hard for us to estimate what's going to happen in the future, because we're not fortune tellers, and we're not people who can tell you what's going to happen in the future. So yeah, thank you. Yep, just a recap here. Alibanium City 17, Cage 2, Bearville 65, Lockdown 5 days, City, Cage 3, and Bearville another 7 days. Thank you guys, and have a good day.